What a weekend it's been. I know we need to lie down. You've got all the Strictly scandal. No doubt we'll be chewing through that with the lunchtimers. Oh, that snog. It happens every single year. All that on the way. By the by, it was Stoke meets Stoke this Saturday night. Robbie Williams, of course, mentoring. Absolutely loving his role as judge. And he will be mentor for this year's X Factor groups. So this was the job he had on. I wouldn't have liked to have been him on Saturday. He had to whittle down the groups from 12 to 6. So all the acts get to sing again. It's called the 6-chair challenge, so they're fighting it out for a place. Now, this is where things get interesting, because Dan and Laura, the Hewitts, are from Stoke. Even my dad said, oh dear, wouldn't like to be him. He said, oh, what's going to happen here? I don't know if you were feeling the same. And it's like, they're from Stoke, Robbie's from Stoke. This is going to be a tough one. If you missed it, take a listen to this. It's Dan and Laura, and they're feeling good.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life.
Her voice is amazing.
For me, and I'm feeling good.
I know what we're capable of as Stoke people, and I think you could connect with the wider audience that's down that lens. Hey, chair number 5.
So this is where we're up to. They got the seat. But did they keep the seat?
I'm coming on the stage for this bit. Misunderstood. Will you do me a favour? Can you replace the Hewitts on chair 5?
Oh, do you know what? Put us through our paces. And they bobbed in to see us at BBC Radio Stoke. It's Laura and Dan Hewitt.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you both?
Full. We've just been for a big breakfast. But I'm brilliant. Other than that,
Yeah.
Big breakfast and
wow.
brilliant.
Yeah.
top.
Tell you what, you put us as viewers, tally viewers, through our paces on Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a bit, we knew what was going to happen. It was still nerve-wracking for us.
It was pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, it was. It was, even though we knew exactly what was going to happen, it was almost like, oh, do we get through? What we knew.
Was like nervy still watching it? Even though, like you said, you know the result.
Yeah, you're not sure how you're going to be portrayed, really. So you don't know whether because obviously like, it's TV, they can make you look like anything. We could have, so we could have looked silly, we could have looked amazing, so we were like, oh, what we're going to come across like, really, because you don't know, we're going to look daft.
But for everyone watching it that lives here as well, and I don't know, you imagine everyone else is the same, everybody's getting the food in, aren't they, sitting down for X Factor, and it was literally the stop moment where we went, this is going to be weird. You're from Stoke. Obviously, Robbie is now a judge there. How did you feel about him being on the panel?
Do you know what? Robbie's lovely, and I've got to say, I've seen quite a bit on social media. I've seen quite a bit of negativity towards Robbie because obviously he was the one that let us go. But all I can say is he's got a job to do, and if he thinks he doesn't just have he can't just put us through because we're from Stoke. And those guys that did take our chair were incredible.
Were you tempted to pick the chair up and take it with you? We've had that now, haven't we?
Well, I nearly did. I didn't fit on
It was so funny. They cut it out, right? Because she was it was really funny. She was sitting on it. It was one of them things, the lever that make you and you go down. Well, she didn't go. She went nearly at the floor.
It was horrendous.
And it was even more funny because she kept spinning slowly on the chair, and it actually kept pushing her back.
Because my legs didn't touch the floor, and it's one of them bar stools, which aren't the comfiest of stools anyway.
They're not.
And I thought, oh hello, I'm going to need some climbing equipment to get on this thing. So I managed to get up, then couldn't touch the floor, and then I thought, oh my god, I'm not the smallest people, my bum's literally eating this chair. Like, it's going to disappear in a minute. And I was like, dance, like, can you hold me still? Because I keep swinging to one side.
There's a cruelty of the 6-chair challenge for obvious purposes for people watching back at home.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we were so pleased you got the seat, and then it was like, oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you feel? Did you just
it was a
take it
lot
on the
longer
chin?
there,
Or...
wasn't it?
It's so they pretty much. I mean, obviously we've got to be careful what we're saying in some way, but like it was a lot longer. So they pretty much made us look like we sat down and got a chair.
Yes, yeah.
A couple, maybe was it just like one person? Then we were off, and that didn't happen. So
Okay.
we sat down. On the chair, we defended it for about 4 or 5 different acts that some of them weren't shown, so it was more than what they made it. But you know, either way, just to sit there and have like forget the crowd of like 5,000-6,000 people who were all over you and talking like on top of your head, weren't they? They were just all like it wasn't like a normal crowd where they're looking at you pretty much straight on or underneath you. They were over on top of you. It was really quite intimidating.
What does that feel like to be there? Because obviously we're watching it, like you said, from that angle. We can't even imagine that.
Scary.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I
Proper
bet.
scary.
Although, to be honest, I was very conscious of, because the stage looks a lot bigger than it is, and you're on an X, so there's some points in there, like the guy before, the night before, he fell off the stage, you know, with the guitar.
Yes.
Yes. So,
They warned us then, didn't they? Be careful because someone fell off.
We had to go for a health and safety walk because of that. Because of him.
Just gaffer taped it.
Yeah.
Don't stand it.
I just don't want to fall off this stage because it's going to hurt.
Well, you didn't fall off the stage. We were gutted you didn't keep your seat. And I mean that because everyone, like I said, everyone's so proud.
Yeah.
But Robbie has said how much he loves you both.
Yeah.
And he thinks you should go on to record together, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That must mean a lot.
Well, I'd honestly say that even if you win the X Factor, you're lucky if you get there. You're lucky if you get to sing on someone's album or on some tracks. And Robbie said probably about 4 times now he wants to sing on his tracks with him.
Yeah.
Which would be an absolute honour.
Yeah,
I mean,
I wasn't sure when we walked off because, but Robbie actually said as we were walking off, obviously they edit different things, don't they? But Robbie did say, my offer still stands, I still want you to sing on the
Come
tracks.
on, he's not going to say that for nothing,
That's
is he?
it.
Yeah, it's
so
amazing.
I'm pretty sure he's going to look after us, isn't he, bless him? Because he was really lovely. And obviously, after his first audition, he said that for the first time, we were the last ones on our audition, and he came off stage, gave us a hug, and off cameras, so nobody could see, and he was like... He even started talking about where he wants to do
yeah,
and stuff.
with what happened with
Did
that, we live on Westport Lake, so what happened with the little lad not too long ago.
Yeah, he knew
and
about
he knew
that.
about that. We were speaking about it and stuff like that, and he knew. So you wouldn't believe. That's why we wanted to really say that people out there being like, I'm never listening to Robbie again.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. He's a lovely bloke.
He
He's
really is.
because of his bravado and stuff, and how he is. He looks almost, I know there's the wrong way of saying it, almost quite cocky, but he's not. He's
Yeah.
absolutely lovely, and he's dead humble bloke.
And he's
So,
very
a lovely
aware of
guy.
everything that's going on in Stoke still, so he's
How
really is
lovely to
looking
hear
in.
that, and for the family as well at
Yeah,
Westport. Like,
amazing.
That means a lot.
He knew
doesn't
and
it?
everything. He said how sad it was, and you know, it was amazing. He really is in tune. He did say it was heartbreaking, you know, and how in tune he is still with the Stoke. Because I thought he'd pretty much gone, you know, in these dizzy heights and stuff, and he knows everything that goes on.
That's
so
really nice
it's
of
lovely.
you to share that with us as
Yeah.
well. And when he's next in touch, then can you let us know first?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't see any reason why not.
We wish you so much luck. Thank you for coming in.
No
Our
problem.
pleasure.
Thank you for
Dan
having
and
Thanks for having us.
Laura Hewitt. Thank you.
Come on, yeah.